Welcome back. Grammy-winning flautist Wouter Kellerman has joined with the Mzansi Youth Choir to pay tribute to healthcare workers at the front line of the COVID-19 pandemic. Their single, titled The Climb, describes the character of the health workers worldwide. Let's take a listen. Right, well, here to tell us more about this moving tribute is Wouter Kellerman. Wouter, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Now, you've collaborated with a variety of choirs over the last few years, including the Mzansi Youth Choir's famous rendition of Ed Sheeran's Shape of You for America's Got Talent. Who could forget that? But how did this song with the Mzansi Youth Choir come about?
Hi, Anlene. Very nice. Thanks for having me. Yes, I've actually performed with the Mzansi Youth Choir before, and I love their spirit and their enthusiasm and their incredible musicality. So we've been wanting to do something together for quite a long time, but with my travel schedule, it was just really hard to fit it in. So this lock time period was actually the perfect time to do something. Although very challenging, you know, because with the limitations in place, the choristers had to record themselves, video themselves at home on their phones, and then, you know, we had to get all this footage and somehow put it together, and we were very lucky that people really came on board and helped. Tessa Ford came to, and she volunteered to do the video for us. And we got some footage from sources, and we're very grateful that we were able to put it together.
So why was it so important for you to make this tribute to healthcare workers, and not just healthcare workers in general, but to our South African superheroes on the front lines?
Yeah, I'm very grateful for the incredible work they're putting their lives at risk for the rest of the community, and I don't think they get the recognition that they deserve. So really just wanted to put something out there and thank them for it.
So we've been seeing a lot of these sort of tribute songs released worldwide, and in a lot of sort of European countries. I think we saw it there first. 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening, we saw people go out onto the streets to make a lot of noise to honor the healthcare workers. I think because we've been through lockdown at the same time as Europe and only now reaching our peak, that's kind of sort of fallen by the wayside. Are you trying to revive that movement through your song?
Yes, because I think we're in the midst of it, you know, we're in the middle of it, and people are doing amazing work. And my sister is a doctor, and she's with public health as well. And I see how incredibly hard she works, and you know, they're putting their health at risk, not just for you know, being exposed to the virus, but also for just working 16, 18 hours a day. So, you know, I see it firsthand. So I just, you know,
Wouter, you're also not one to sit still for a second. And every time I see a post from you on social media, you're in another country across the world doing a tour or collaborating with the most amazing musicians. But of course, lockdown has been very different. How have you had to change your approach to music under these constricting circumstances?
Yes, over the last few years, musicians have actually changed the model that we work with because of the advent of less CD sales and streaming music. Everybody had to sort of look at how they get their music out there, and most of us have started to concentrate on performing live as the essential part of our income. And now that part is gone too, so it's been absolutely devastating for musicians. So, you know, we've had to have sort of reinvent ourselves. And, for example, you know, I've been making a lot of new music and put it out on YouTube instead of on a concert. On YouTube, put it out on Spotify or Facebook, Instagram, being more aware of social media. So that's basically what we've been doing. But, you know, luckily I had a sort of quiet spot later in the year that I was going to use to create new music, and I just moved it earlier and have been using this time to be creative. And so it's actually been very enjoyable, stressful, but it's good that I've been able to create new music. It's something I've been looking forward to for a while.
You've also experienced, of course, a silver lining to the tough conditions. Your album, In a Different Light, recently received 5 nominations at the Independent Music Awards in New York. That must have lifted your lockdown blues a bit.
Yes, that did indeed. The Independent Music Awards are really important to me because I'm a very proud member of the independent music community, and they give their awards for craftsmanship rather than popularity. So it does mean a lot to me. And you know, you work at home and you create music, and you never know, you know, does it reach people? Does it get out there? So it really lifts your spirit to get some acknowledgement for the work that you've been doing.
Absolutely. Very quickly before we let you go, Wouter, where can people find that video?
Just on YouTube, just search for my name or Mzansi Youth Choir or The Climb, and we'll actually release it on Facebook on Monday, but at the moment it's mainly on YouTube, so that's probably the best place to find it.
Well, fantastic. Thanks for the inspiration and keep it up. We love your music. Thanks for speaking to us. That was Grammy-winning flautist Wouter Kellerman.